Shalom, greetings from the Galilee, Israel, where even as I tape this week's video, we're celebrating Yom Ha'atzmaut, Independence Day of the modern state of Israel. And of course, like every year, we're celebrating Independence Day immediately following Yom HaZikaron, the day of remembrance of the Israeli soldiers who have been killed in battle, who have been victim to terror attacks. Hundreds of thousands of Israelis and Jews from other countries marked two back-to-back days of remembrance this week, as new immigrants were among those who participated in these events. Imagine this being your first experience of Israel. An immersive tour was designed to spark those who have interest in making Aliyah, and look at this wheat field, and those who want to participate in the Zionist dream and discover Israel. The ceremony that Massa organizes is the largest event in the country. It's conducted in English, and it's meant to meet the unique needs of these new immigrants. So there's translation to Spanish, Russian, French, and all that. Yom HaZikaron, the Day of Remembrance, is an essential part of Israel, the Jewish people, says the Massa director Ofer Gutman. And forever, we are connected with the rest of the Jewish people and the lengthy history as we reflect on the journey of life, the values of this country, the determination, the sacrifice, the commitment of these who have gone before, you know. The ceremony is a focus on the heroes who gave their full measure of devotion, their life for Israel, for the Jewish people. In related news, Sam Grundberg, world chairman of Keren HaYesod, gave an interview this week in the Jerusalem Post, the most widely read newspaper, and the interview focused on the contributions of Israel's English-speaking community, those who made Aliyah from the U.S. primarily, but also Canada, New Zealand, South Africa. In the interview, Grundberg explained that in 2023, we see continuing record numbers of Aliyah from Russia and other parts of the world, including Ethiopia, right? He went on to say that in partnership with organizations like Massa and different other organizations, Keren HaYesod will continue to encourage young Jewish people from the diaspora to get involved with Israel in hopes that many of them will take the plunge and make Aliyah. It wouldn't be complete gathering of the Jewish people without our brothers and sisters from communities around the world. We're looking forward to having them together here and celebrating together. Finally, Israel's Central Bureau of Statistics published a report this week including population statistics that show that Israel's population on this Independence Day is about 9.7 million, of which 7.1 million are Jewish people. This healthy demographic picture is mostly the result of the birth rate of around 3 children born to every woman in Israel, together with a robust annual influx of new immigrants. So the place is booming. All right, what does this mean? Well, there is one word that gives a theme to all the news reports from Israel this week. That would be optimism. Even though we remember the great sacrifices that accompanied the re-emergence of Israel onto the world scene, the state of Israel in 1948, after 2,000 years of expulsion, of exile, we have optimism. The optimism Israelis feel about the future inspires them to have more children, more than other developed countries even. Inspires Jews around the world to look here as a homeland, to look at this land as the promised land it is. The prophet Isaiah says in chapter 66, verse 8, he says, "Can a nation be born in a day? Can a nation give birth all at once? And as soon as Zion was in labor, she delivered her sons." This prophecy was fulfilled on May 14th, 1948, right? And of course, it lands now on the Hebrew calendar today. It's one of our favorite verses, including Isaiah 43, verse 5 through 7. "Do not fear, I am with you. I will bring your offspring from the east, gather them from the west. I will say to the north, give them up." That's like Russia, Ukraine. To the south, that's Ethiopia, that's the Lamba tribe in Zimbabwe, so on. "Come back from the ends of the earth. Bring my sons from afar. Bring my daughters from the ends of the earth. Everyone who is called by my name, who I've created for my glory, whom I formed, even who I made, says the Lord." We have many challenges we've been wrestling with even before the foundation of the State of Israel. Getting the Jewish people integrated, attached, absorbed here. And the Aliyah Return Center is deeply committed to playing our part in this prophetic work, and we want to ask you to join us. Come on, many more are arriving, many more need help, and I want to ask you, will you stand with us? Will you stand with us in prayer? Will you stand with us financially? God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to keeping you posted as to the latest developments that relate to Aliyah and return and restoration. God bless you from the land of Israel.